Today we're going to learn how to write a friendly letter. So there are some different parts to the letter that I'm going to teach you today. Okay? So the first part you want on your letter is your date or your heading. So over here in the right corner, I'll just write the word date. But you would write the code date or write out the date so you know when you wrote the letter. So it could be 8-30-20. Okay? So the date goes up there in the right corner. And then you have a greeting. A greeting is a way to say hello to your friend. So a lot of times letters start out with the word dear. Dear, D-E-A-R. Dear, we'll write it to Mr. Finley. Dear Mr. Finley. So there's my greeting. Dear has the person's name, and there is a comma there. And we'll learn all about what a comma does this year. So that's a key piece. You put a comma after that name, and it's all on one line at the very top. So we have our date, we have our greeting. Write the word greeting over here. And it can be any type of greeting. Dear is the most common one, but you can use others. You can say, hello, Mr. Finley. You could start it off that way. So we've got the greeting, we've got the date. This part is the letter or the body. It's going to give it's all the information we're going to give or ask of Mr. Finley. Okay, so we'll just do a simple one here. We'll write, how is your school year so far? Question mark. We can't wait to be at Childs. Well, that sounds like an exclamation mark there. And we'll write, I bet it's quiet without us there. That's for sure. It's very quiet here. And then we'll add in there, see you soon. So all those sentences we just wrote, that is the body of the letter. Okay? We're almost done. So now we just need a closing. So you know how sometimes you say, sincerely, your friend. You write a word or two words just to kind of end before you sign your name. So that's called the closing. So for the closing, I'm gonna write your friends, because we're Mr. Finley's friends. Your friends. And here's where we have another comma. Your friends. And now we sign our name. So you might sign your name, or I would sign Mrs. Conrad. But since it's from all of us, we're going to write your friends, the Conrad crew. And that goes right under your closing. And that's your signature. So they know who the letter's from. If we didn't have that there, he'd be like, oh, that's a great letter. Who sent it to me? So you have to have your closing. And then you have to have your signature. This down here where your name is, that's called a signature. Okay, so 1, date, 2, greeting, 3, body, 4, a closing, 5, your signature. So there are 5 parts to a friendly letter.